no elections except perhaps for local positions. The other alternative was also discussed to raise the age for the presidency from 45 to 50 so that VP Sara would be disqualified. So this is a very high stakes game. Don't worry about the churches, don't worry about Visayas, Mindanao, and the DDS because there will be no election. Noel ang benta nila. Yun ang part 3 ng incentive package.
Kaya pala, itong si Zamora mga kadonatics, kita yung babae, sabi niya, we are not worried about the 2028 election. Nako!
Who is your source on this, Senator?
I know that there were meetings held in Soler Hotel. There was a meeting also. These aren't secret meetings, by the way, kasi they were planning for the impeachment.
Is House Speaker Boji D on this? The alleged CONAS term extension, everything is mentioned.
I haven't spoken to Boji, but I was told that he was part of the conversation. Yes, I was told that clearly he was part of the meeting as well as the consequent explanations given to the congressmen who were assured not to worry about all the churches that were very angry, as well as not to worry, especially for the Visayas and Mindanao congressmen. Huwag kayong mag-alala, wala namang eleksyon eh.
Ay talagang pati si Boji D ay sangkot sa madilim na plano ni Marcos Jr. mga kadonatics. Grabe naman, anong klase to? Eto, okay, bago natin pagpatuloy itong kay Karen Davila at kay Amy Marcos, panoorin mo muna natin ng 30 seconds mga kadonatics itong si Atty. Harry Roque. Maganda yung sinabi niya dito mga kadonatics kung bakit gustong-gusto na nilang hulihin si Bato de la Rosa. Eto mga kadonatics.
Ulitin ko lang po ang dahilan kung bakit kinakailangan arestuhin si Bato de la Rosa ay kinakailangan mabawasan ang hanay ng sumusuporta sa ating VP Sara sa kanyang forthcoming impeachment trial. No? Ang inaasahan po kasi ng gobyerno kapag mapapadala sa dahig si Bato de la Rosa, si Bongo at maaresto si Cheese Escudero, si Villanueva at saka si Jinggoy Estrada, ay yung 13 na majority ay mababawasan ng 5, no? At makakabalik sa pwesto itong si Tito Sen na alam naman natin na hindi get over doon sa pagkatalo niya kay VP Sara at talaga namang susuporta sa pag-aalis kay VP Sara bilang Vice President. Pag naalis po si VP Sara, ibig sabihin niyan po pwede ng kasuhang kriminal at po pwedeng ma-disqualify na para tumbok bilang isang presidente. Ang susunod na gagawin po nila pag natanggal nila si VP Sara at hindi na mapatakbo ay magko-constitutional change nang sa ganon ay manatili sa pwesto forever and ever itong si Bangag Jr. No?
Constitutional change mga kadonatics. At eto nga, di ba? Narinig nyo sa intro natin mga kadonatics, ay talagang gusto ng baguhin ni Marcos Jr. ang ating constitution para manatili siya sa pwesto mga kadonatics. Alpak yung People's Initiative nila noon na ay talagang may ebidensya mga kadonatics. Ngayon, eto na, binulgar na talaga. Bakit si Cheese Escudero? Well, mga kadonatics, eto. Anong gagawin nila kay Cheese Escudero? Basahin lang natin ng mabilisan. Eto mga kadonatics, di ba? COMELEC muling bubuhayin ang investigasyon sa umano'y illegal campaign contribution ni Senator Escudero. May 21 to mga kadonatics ngayong araw. Kasi inirekomenda ni Jesus Falsis or sinampahan na naman ang kaso ni Jesus Falsis mga kadonatics. Attorney Falls, gaya nga ng iba, itong si Cheese Escudero. Wala siyang pakialam sa mga loyalista sa Pinklawan kung may issue. Basta lang mga kadonatics, may kunting issue ang part ng mga Duterte Black or Duterte Ally ay talagang ginagrab nilang opportunity. Opportunistic, komunista itong mga taong to mga kadonatics. Tapos ang binibintang nila sa atin, sinisira natin ang bansa, ang demokrasya ng bansa. Look at them. Look at what are they doing mga kadonatics. Grabe. Kayo na, musga mga kadonatics. Eto, panoorin natin ang interview ni Amy Marcos.
We're privileged to have with us Senator Amy Marcos. Senator Marcos, good morning to you, ma'am.
Yes, magandang umaga. Sorry, talagang nagbulilyaso yung wifi. Medyo na-late tayo, but nevertheless, we're here. I think you wanted to know our reaction Dun sa
Yeah.
TRO yata ni Bato.
Yeah,
yan ang
let's start
nabanggit
with
ko.
that first. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
No,
well,
because
unang-una, yes,
Go ahead.
please go ahead. Please
Hindi,
go
because
ahead.
the Senate President has repeatedly said they will only recognize arrest warrants coming from Philippine courts. Now, what do you make of the Supreme Court now not granting Senator Bato a temporary restraining order?
Yes, yung linabas ng Senate, ng Supreme Court, hindi pang maliwanag. They said they will post the decision on Monday. So mahirap ako mag-speculate kung anong basehan ng decision. Wala naman ruling on the merits. But if truth be told, ang pagkaintindi ko, kasi maliwanag, I was the one who led the investigations on the kidnapping of former President Duterte to The Hague. And it's very, very clear there's a process that's indicated both in our Constitution as well as in the extradition laws. Unang-una, kung mag-issue yung ICC ng warrant, ang magsiserve niyan, kasi they have no enforcing agency, is the Interpol. The Interpol then calls the Philippines, their counterpart, which is the PCTC, or the Philippine
Okay.
Council on Transnational Crime. They will then apply at the local court for a local warrant. Yun ang intindi namin. So the denial of the TRO is perhaps until now not conclusive to me because I need to see the basis, and certainly the Supreme Court will mind the Constitution as well as the very clear-cut extradition laws of the Philippines. The mangling of extradition versus surrender, para sa akin walang basehan yun kasi maliwanag, Pilipino ang idadakip. Ang aarestuhin dapat ay Pilipino, Senator Ba.
Okay, namatay.
Of her Wi-Fi, all right? Senator,
Hay, naku, wifi sa Pilipinas talaga mga kadonatics. Ang mahal, tapos ganito. Tapos mainstream media. Look at this.
Yes.
all right. Okay, wait. Subukan natin. Opo, ma'am, tama kayo. Malabo po yung signal nyo. You got off, ha?
Anong klase, Senator? Tapos mainstream media mga kadonatics ha? Tapos ganito yung wifi? What the heck? Nakakahiya talaga. Sobra.
You completely got off for a period. So, you
Mas malakas pa yung wifi ko dito.
talked about the process. Binanggit nyo yung proseso, right? Ang
Yes.
sinasabi po ninyo sa ngayon, okay, to shorten it, ito po. Some experts say that with the Supreme Court decision, the warrant can be served against Senator Bato. Do you agree with that?
No, we don't agree with that. As I said, I investigated the kidnap of former President Duterte to The Hague, and it became very apparent from all our legal luminaries, even our former Supreme Court Justice who actually framed the Constitution, as well as many, many other experts, that the law is very clear. A foreign warrant cannot be executed or enforced here in the Philippines without
Correct.
a counterpart local warrant. We have not surrendered our jurisdiction. We are still a sovereign nation. It is our own local warrants that will prevail when the arrest is of a Filipino national. Maliwanag yun Kaya hindi ko maintindihan bakit sino-shortcut nila. Maliwanag naman, sundan lang yung proseso at magiging maliwanag. At saying that Senator Bato is a fugitive, I'm not his lawyer, but he walked out of the Senate like anybody else would because the Supreme Court had just granted 72 hours. He did not escape or flee, as it were. He just walked out together with Senator Robin. Ganun lang yon. I happened to be hanging around until quite late, so I saw that they were getting ready because I was looking for food para pakainin yung mga PNP na hindi pa pala kumain. Yun lang. Kaya alam ko, lumakad sila ng normal. Ayun.
Okay. Now,
Yes, talaga mga kadonatics, ha? Truly, anong sinabi ni John Vic doon? I am not here to arrest Bato de la Rosa. Anong sinabi ni Marcos Jr.? Ha? Hindi niya pinapa-aresto si Senator Bato de la Rosa that time. Anong sabi ni Matibag? We were not there to arrest Bato de la Rosa. So, ano yung nginakak-ngak nila mga kadonatics na tinulungan daw yung pugante na tinago daw ni Robin Padilla at mananagot daw si Robin Hood mga kadonatics? What the heck? Wala nga, di ba? Ayaw ngang arestuin ni John Vic Remulla at ng NBI. Yan yung sabi nila ha. Those words were taken from their mouth mga kadonatics, not from us. So, saan ang pagiging pugante doon? Talaga itong mga dilawan kung ay wala talagang reasoning nila mga kadonatics, napaka-shallow talaga para yung utak nila.
There's been some criticism with President Marcos Jr.'s actions na atras abante because on Monday they tried to serve the warrant, and come Wednesday or Thursday the president had a clarificatory statement to say walang utos to actually arrest Bato, and yet on Monday the NBI was serving the warrant. Where are we when it comes really to this ICC warrant? And what do you think was the reason why Malacanang suddenly went from arresting Bato to suddenly instructing the NBI to stand down?
Kaya nga hindi ko maintindihan. It's
Diba?
very, very confusing. I'm exactly in your position. Litong-lito ako, hindi ko maintindihan kasi pa iba-iba. We actually started with this drama on May 11 when the NBI suddenly appeared on the premises, and they say they were allowed to by the previous leadership of the Senate. Sinunggaban si Bato. Naku, lakas ng loob. Nakipag-wrestling kay Bato at nasaktan si Bato. Duguan siya pumasok and he voted with bleeding hands. No? And then thereafter, the NBI also beat up, talagang kinuyog yung isang tao namin, one of our security who was trying to prevent them from entering the area where the senators were, because the Senate, like Congress and the Palace, has its own security network. You get in there with coordination. Bugbog sarado yung security namin nung Lunes at sinabi namin, but kayo nandito in the first place, and the poor guy had to be sent to the hospital. So that's what happened. May gulo na. Big fuss is being made about the fact that OSAA, our security, fired the first warning shot. And I'm not here to lawyer for them, but what I know for sure is that everybody was on heightened tension because a lockdown had been imposed. We were all waiting for the articles of impeachment. We heard drilling in the wall. They were actually trying to break down the wall from the GSIS side. And the NBI was all over the place already, and they couldn't prevent them from coming in. We were only 2 doors down. Tama yung kay Senator Pia. Nakaka-nervous talaga. So the security shot, and then it began. All these volley of gunfire. 44 yung basyo na nahanap doon sa may bintana. It was very, very scary. And rightfully, our majority senators really complained that this is not quite right. And the NBI really put the senator, really attacked the Senate. It was very, very apparent.
But right, as Senator, I want to ask you 2 questions on that. First, number 1, did Bato have to run away? I mean, when the NBI was serving the warrant, that conduct, that chase by the stairwell, being a senator of the land, shouldn't he have just spoken to the NBI and allowed himself or surrendered? The act of running makes him act like a fugitive, Senator.
Yes, I agree, because the CCTV that was shown was actually cut. It was edited. He tried to talk to them and then they jumped him. Ibang usapan yun, because there were so many of them and they jumped him. Isa lang yata o dalawa yung security niyan, layo-layo pa. They really jumped the guy and started pummeling him and wrestling with him. He tried to speak to them. I'm not here to be Bato's lawyer, and I'm actually thinking forward that the issue really was not Bato after all. It was really the leadership of the Senate, because
Senator, we've lost you again.
Internet sa Pinas pastilan, ambot na lang.
Okay, we've lost why she...
tapos palpak pa yung 2028. Hindi
Wait,
pa
ma'am,
mas
nakat
maigi.
kayo. Kanina
Ay,
nakat po
sorry.
kayo. Pwede nyo po ulitin yung sinabi nyo na the arrest
Wait lang.
was more than that? Is that what you were saying? That was it to stop
Yes.
Bato from voting?
Yes, that's right. It turns out that Bato was only the beginning of the entire story. Yung pala, more importantly, they really wanted to change and get back the leadership of the Senate because there was so much at stake. Nakapusta na pala doon yung CONAS. Kasi ang problema nila, matatalo sa impeachment sa Senado, mananalo pa si VP Sara sa 2028, iditepok na sila. Kaya pag pinag-uusapan, ikasa na ang CONAS. Palitan ng konstitusyon, dagdagan ng 3 taon
CONAS.
ang mga kasalukuyang kongresista and extend the term even of the president until 2031 and no elections except perhaps for local positions. The other alternative was also discussed to raise the age for the presidency from 45 to 50 so that VP Sara would be disqualified. So this is a very high stakes game. It has little or nothing to do with Bato. He appears to be just a sidelight. And galit ang Pilipino sa term extension. Ayaw natin ng Noel. Bakit natin pipilitin na naman to? This has lost time and time again.
Grabe talaga mga kadonatics, no? Kung gaano ka masahol at gahaman itong si Bongbong Marcos. Can you imagine? Ha? Gusto nilang manatili. And I believe na kung ma-extend hanggang 2031 mga kadonatics, they would extend it even more. Hindi ako bungok mga kadonatics para sabihin na pagdating sa 2031, bababa si Marcos. No! Alam niyang kahihinatnan niya mga kadonatics, ha? Kung bababa siya sa pesto. So, he would perpetuate himself.
All right, but Senator, these are very serious accusations, even against the president. I just want to ask you, who is your source? Where did you get this information regarding the CONAS plan? Kasi napakadetalyado po ng sinabi ninyo. Baka maakusan kayo ng Malacanang na chismis to. Nag-iimbento kayo ng kwento. Who is your source on this, Senator?
Yes, one of the guys who was there, pinagmamalaki nila, pinag-uusapan, at it was relayed to so many congressmen. If you recall, before the vote on the impeachment, tatlo yung incentive package. 20 million in cash, 200 million, 250 pa in
Projects.
hard or infrastructure DPWH project. Malamang may flood control pa yan para matindi ang kickback. Ikatlo, don't worry about the churches, don't worry about Visayas, Mindanao, and the DDS because there will be no election. Noel ang benta nila. Yun ang part 3 ng incentive package.
Kaya pala, itong si Zamora mga kadonatics, kita yung babae, sabi niya, we are not worried about the 2028 election. Nako, eto pala. Kaya pala nasabi niya yun.
Tapos, yun nga, gusto nila tigilan na ang flood control investigations kasi mabigat na yung ebidensya, limpak-limpak na yung dokumento, ang dami nagpipresenta at kahit kamag-anak ko, klaro naman na may ebidensya na kay Martin Romualdez, andyan kay Sandro Marcos, andyan rin kay Presidente
Grabe,
Bongbong.
no? Talagang maisog itong si Senator Amy, pati si Sandro Marcos mga kadonatics. Walang kamag-anak kay Amy Marcos mga kadonatics. At kung alam niya na eto, mali yung ginagawa mo, ay talagang ipo-point out ka mga kadonatics.
Mag-anak ko to, pero wala tayong magagawa. Andiyan na yung ebidensya. Pagkatapos, yung pinag-uusapan, yung budget na, because July 2027 budget already, and then 2028, alam natin, that's the election budget. And it was assured to the congressmen, this will also be the CONAS budget. We are going to change the constitution, and yun ang gagawin. Magkakaroon ng CONAS na kasalukuyang inuutos. Ayan, at linuluto na ng maigi.
Now, but Senator, I mean, your credibility is at stake here. You're actually accusing the president of wanting to stay longer in power, which was, I mean, forgive me for saying this, but the very problem that was with your own father, your late father, of wanting to stay in office for a much longer time than he was meant to stay in office. You are throwing that same accusation on your brother. Do you have the facts, the people, witnesses, sources that are credible on this, Senator Amy?
Kausap ko ang maraming tao. I'm not certain that they'll come forward and be prepared to talk. But certainly, if there's anyone who knows the consequences of self-perpetuation and corruption, it should be me. Galit ang Pilipino sa usapin ng term extension. Yung palalagain mo, ipapalagi mo yung sarili mo sa pwesto, pipigilan ba natin ang mga Pilipino sa kanilang karapatan? Bilang Marcos, ako higit sa lahat. Alam ko yan. Kaya wag na
Okay.
wag nilang gagawin yan.
No, because the CONAS was not anywhere. It wasn't discussed at any point, right? I mean, you're the one that actually brought it up today. It's like you've exposed a plan. So what I'm asking is if your sources are credible on this, because Malacanang for sure will not take this. As you've said it this morning, you're accusing the president of wanting to have no elections to extend his stay in power. Okay, unfortunately, Senator,
Yes,
Ay,
they're credible. They
nako.
attended the
Okay.
meetings. The meetings
Talagang internet sa Pilipinas.
first in Soler. Don't worry.
Ay, internet. Nakakahiya kayo, PLDT.
Senator, my apologies, but we're losing you. Can you repeat? They've attended the meetings where? It's credible kasi they've attended the meetings where?
Yes, they attended. I know that there were meetings held in Soler Hotel. There was a meeting also. These aren't secret meetings, by the way, kasi they were planning for the impeachment. Understandably, no? Pero kung uulitin ni Bongbong yan, alam na niya magiging kahihinatan nito. Bakit niya uulitin? Alam namin. Kung may nakakaalam niyan, kami ang nakakaalam. Ba't uulitin to? Self-perpetuation? Pagkatapos titigil yung corruption issues? Pwede ba naman yan? Hindi pwede yan.
Now, Senator, does the House Speaker, is House Speaker Bojidi on this? The alleged CONAS term extension,
I
everything
was
you've
told,
mentioned.
I haven't spoken to Bodji, but I was told that he was part of the conversation. Yes, I was told that clearly he was part of the meeting as well as the consequent explanations given to the congressmen who were assured not to worry about all the churches that were very angry, as well as not to worry, especially for the Visayas and Mindanao congressmen. Huwag kayong mag-alala, wala namang eleksyon eh. Noel tayo, hanggang 2031 kayo, pati ang Pangulo. Kung magkaka-eleksyon lang for local positions, governors and down. Wala yung national. Kaya no problem. Bumoto kayo sa impeachment. Don't worry. Ganun yun eh.
All right. I think on that note, sadly, we don't have enough time, but I do hope that we get to speak about this again in the next.
Oh no, this is so sad mga kadonatics. Very sad. Baka kung gagawin to ni Marcos Jr. ay mapaaga yung pagkawala niya dito sa mundo mga kadonatics. No? Grabe. Ha? Grabe ka demonyohan nila. Ilalagay ka to the roof na talaga mga kadonatics. Paano na lang? Ha? Ang right to vote, ang democratic country, yan yung sinasabi ng mga pinklawan-dilawan loyalista mga kadonatics eh. Democratic, tapos eto, gagawin nyo, no election? Ay, nako. Sinira ni Bongbong Marcos ang Pilipinas and that period mga kadonatics. Ingat palagi! Comment down below at babasahin natin ng mga kadonatics. Thank you so much and God bless you. Bye-bye. Like and subscribe.